All right, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and the essence of this video is to help you to cater for some of those challenges or questions that people like you actually raise out there. And in my experience, the questions are usually bothered around fear. So what we present to people, we present to people an opportunity for them to be able to raise money for their projects or their businesses without necessarily resorting to going to take a bank loan or go through the process of the burden of interests and paying interests, collateral, and all of that. They can do all of that in what we call, they can get all of that from the foreign exchange gold mine. But when people see the possibilities after we've spoken to them, like you that is probably watching this right now, maybe somebody sent this to you. When they see this, the biggest challenge we get from the field when we talk to people bothers around fear. All right, bothers around fear, because people have put their monies into some form of investments in the past and then it's crashed and all sorts of stories and people have made wrong decisions. And so the fear is there. And to be honest with you, we appreciate the fact that that fear is there. We empathize with you, and that's the essence of this video. So let me answer some of the things now. One of the biggest questions people ask, you probably are wondering, is, yes, you've told us about this opportunity that people can actually make money without necessarily going to the bank. You've told us about Omega Pro and what they do, blah, blah, blah. It's beautiful. What is the guarantee that this is not going to crash? What is the guarantee that Omega Pro is not going to crash like the others? So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you, try to answer this as empathetically as possible. I think let's look at the positive sides. So first of all, you'll be able to withdraw. That's what I call it flexibility. You'll be able to withdraw at any time. Remember, the company pays you, you buy a license. This must have been explained to you. You buy a license, then the license is traded for you by traders are world-class experts using a system called the Algo Fiat Trader. Now, you get paid about 0.423, maybe 5% every single day, or maybe 0.4% every single day. But when you compound this comes down to 10% per month. You can withdraw this at any point in time. That's one. And you can decide to withdraw maybe in a quarter or maybe in 8 months. It depends on, but mathematically speaking, when you withdraw, it reduces the amount of money you make at the end of the 16-month cycle. So for instance, if you withdraw every single month, that means that you make up to 160%. If you say you want to withdraw twice, if after the first 8 months, and then the next 8 months, you're going to make a total of 200%. So you're still making 100% profit. So then if you decide to go not to touch the money, allow the license to run through for 16 months, you make 300%. So you've got the choice. There's a flexibility. There's a flexibility factor there. So that is one. Number two is take a look at the track record of this company. Take a look at the track record from 2018 to today. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video. They have paid everybody. Now, when you go online, people, you would hear, I hear people, they say, I went online, I checked it, they say it's a scam. And so my question when people say it's a scam is, let one person come out and say, I wasn't paid. I bought a license, my 16 months were done, I wasn't paid. I bought a license, I wanted to withdraw at the end of every month, I didn't see my money to withdraw. I wanted to withdraw maybe every day, I didn't see my money to withdraw. Let that person come out and show you proof, then it makes sense. If a company says, look, this is what we do, where we play in is risky, but this is what we promise we're going to give you. And for 3.5 years, going to 4 years, they have consistently fulfilled that promise. What is the scam about this stuff? Let's talk like businessmen and women. Now, the other thing is this company, while you're watching and saying it's a scam, they've gone from 0 to 2.3 million customers in 3.5 years, spanning over 200 countries, legally registered in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now you go check all of these things out if they are true or false. Okay, so I'm just pointing out things that you as a business person, you don't want to hang on what people just say. You also want to do your due diligence, check. You also don't want to just brush things aside. Now, I think number two, or maybe the next objection that people usually bring up is it's internet business. Every internet business is a scam. Are you saying Facebook is a scam? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you do business on Facebook? Do you have a Twitter account? Do you have an Instagram account? I mean, people do businesses on all of these platforms, and you use this platform to communicate. Even if you use it to get across to friends and family, you're doing family business. And so if it's a scam, would you want to use something that is bad for even to communicate with your friends? And so we understand that many people understand the brick and mortar system. And so when it is internet, they don't really understand it. So it appears kind of dodgy. So what I'd really recommend as a businessman or woman is, why don't you start learning? If you are into the petroleum industry or into mining, these are risky spaces. Even if you're into maybe airline transportation, you're into importation and export, these are all risky businesses or risky business areas. But people play in this space. And when you get into this space, you first of all try to learn the ropes. So if investing online scares you, start somewhere, start to learn, because the world has moved online, right? You send emails and you do all that stuff. So why don't you start learning to use the online space? Then the next thing I also want you to look at is, apart from the track record of this company, is what is the vision of this company? I think somebody said something, was it Warren Buffett, that when he buys into companies, he doesn't just buy into the company because of the, whatever, he buys into the vision of the company. What is the vision of Omega Pro? Omega Pro can be said to be building the Facebook of the foreign exchange space. Okay, where everybody comes together, connected, building a big community where not just the wealthy and the rich and the big guys out there benefit from, but everybody that has a mindset to win can benefit from. And the truth is, Omega Pro is not the first company to try to solve this challenge. What's the challenge? I've been in this space for a while, doing businesses online many times, especially when it comes to the space where, that has to do with affiliates and network marketing and all of that. People usually would say, listen, I want to be able to make money without referring someone. I want to be able to make money without getting involved. My money I want to just put my money somewhere and then let the money duplicate, let it give me something. That's a challenge. That's a problem. That's a niche. And different companies have come up to say, let's find a way that people can make money without referring anyone because they hate it. Let's come up with a solution where people can make money without being involved. Their money would just make money for them. And the truth be told, many of them have failed. Some of them because of bad corporate governance, in some cases because they are outrightly fraudulent. Okay, but let's leave the fraudulent ones. Let's look at the real ones who come up and they make mistakes. So it is a need. It is there. No matter what you do, no matter what you think, people would always look for this solution, because you can't keep working all your life. You want your money to be somewhere on the side, which is a wealth principle. You have a business, you have an investment that keeps running side by side your business. It's a healthy wealth creation principle. But you want to be careful so that you don't just put your money somewhere that you're going to lose it. I get that. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a niche. It will always be there, and companies will try to solve the problem. So here's the thing. Everything we experience today, everything that we enjoy today, some people started the movement. Some people thought about it. Some people created it, made the mistakes. Some died along the line for us to enjoy it today. For instance, take airplanes. People tried it. Some people crashed, died before the world or those involved were able to begin to design planes that could fly from one continent to another safely. All right. So if we come to the foreign exchange space, the truth is people lose money. Yes. But think about it. There has to somebody somewhere would have to come up with a solution that may not be 100% perfect, but will be good enough to solve problems. Now, when you have that mindset, your mind will be open to try. Let me see if this works. Let me see if this is going to go through. All right. You will not just shut yourself completely. And when we talk about, say, let me try to put myself in your shoes. Why am I doing this? For me, the reason, and I think that many people that are in this space are doing this, is they want to be part of the movement. If something is going to work, some people have got to say, let's try it. Some people have got to say, okay, I could put $1,000, I could put $2,000, I could put $3,000. Let's see how it works. And then as it works, my faith gets stronger and stronger. I will try to do some more. Okay, so that's why I want to be part of something. Do you want to be part of something? Okay, so you see, we're talking about a concept that will not die. It will always be there. Now, I'm just trying to bring out points step by step to show you, to make you begin to think, okay, should I really try this? Should I give this a shot or not? Okay, so like I said, most people say, some people say, oh, I went online, I went Google, I checked Omega Pro, it says scam. Check. Who is writing that? Because everything you see online, somebody wrote it. Is the person writing it and directing you to another business? It's a marketing strategy. Condemn one business and then direct the person to yours. So check that out. And then if the person says, okay, it's a scam, ask a question. How is it a scam? Have you bought any license and at the end of the license period you were not paid? I hope that really does make sense and strikes you. Now, some people say that it's possible that these guys are not trading, they're just taking money from Peter to pay Paul. So take a look at this. You could go check this out, omegaprotrading.com. All right. Is the question I want to answer is trading actually happening? They use what is called a Neptune strategy. You can take a look at this. They say this strategy consists of active discretionary trading, focusing on but not limited to major FX pairs. You can go check this out if you understand how this works. But this is what I want to show you. The records are all there. This strategy that he used, the total gross growth, okay, to date from inception, okay, of October, that's October 2018 to date, has been 736.613%. The statistics are there. How successful they've been all these years. So you can actually track this. And then this is the monthly gross returns by the year. You can go check, look at this site. You can go check it out yourself. Remember, you're a business person. You want to make a decision whether playing in this space or getting a license and benefiting from this would make sense to you or not. See what they've done in 2019 gross returns, 2020 gross returns, 2021 gross returns, 2022. And then you come down here monthly. In January, they made 13.466. Remember, they're saying they're paying you up to 10% every month. So if somebody makes 13.4 and pays you 10%, that means the person is still in profit. There are other safety nets there that we've discovered, but this video may not contain that. If you look at to July, you see what they've made. This is August, okay, of 2022 at the point of this video. Okay, of course, August is still on. And then when you come down, okay, you will see daily the details of what's happening. This is 24th of August, and these are all the pairs. What is really happening? And you see there are some losses. Okay, so this is real time. It means that they make profits and they make losses at times. So if you are doubting, if your question is, I love this stuff, the stories you guys told me is like beautiful, but you know what? I'm not sure if these guys are actually trading. Now, if they are not robbing Peter to pay Paul, that is your answer, all right? So there are other objections. I'm going to just take them as we go on. Now, remember, we're talking about trust. So people will be asking, why should I trust this company? There are times when you buy things or you get involved in certain things because of the people that associate themselves with that brand. So take a look at the people that associate themselves, as you see on the screen, that associate themselves with this brand. If that really, because different things will strike different people. We're talking about authenticity here. Are these people authentic? These are the people. You can go check all these players out. This is the site. Go there, omegapro.network. This is Eric Worre. He's the world foremost, most watched and trusted resource person when it comes to home business and building a home business, building a business from home, all right, and even online. See all these guys, Les Brown, Gary V, and I mean, Les Brown, that's okay, that's not Gary V, that's the Wolf of Wall Street. I really don't remember his name right now. But you could see, and you see also Thomas there, and you see famous footballers and all of that. So bottom line, you know, I'm going as fast as possible because I want this video to be short. Okay, but I see I'm already putting too much inside. But if you're asking if you should trust this company, well, that's your answer. Maybe that would also help. You see, if someone is doing something fishy, it's going to hide some things, right? So I'm also going to say another proof that this company is genuine and you should consider doing business with this company is the terms and conditions are all there. You can go check it out, omegapro.network/terms. You see the terms and conditions are all there. You can read through if you have the time to read through and make a decision. All right, here, the essence of this video, mind you, is to answer objections, is to help you to clear some of the doubts and point you to places that you can do your own search in case. Don't just say no. Why are you saying no? Because of your bad experiences in the past or what people say. Do your own search. You see, everything is here. And it's a you can just see and you can go scope of the terms of conditions, definitions and interpretations. Everything is there. Nothing is hidden. So you can take a look at it and say, okay, I want to be part of this, or I don't want to be part of this. But my point here is that they aren't hiding anything. They're all out there. You can read through and decide if this is what you want to do or not. Remember, it's a legally registered entity. It's a legally registered entity. I hope this helps out in your search. So I mentioned that it's a legally registered entity. I want to prove that. See here, 11, Omega Pro SV Limited, hereinunder referred to as the company, is an investment firm that, okay, Omega Pro Limited is incorporated in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a broker company with a registration number, blah, blah, blah. You could go read all of this. Nothing is hidden. So pretty much sure that you're dealing with a real company. Now, this is the place that many people do not like. I got a message from a legal practitioner this morning telling me about the disclaimer and that he's saying that. So for some people, once they see the disclaimer, they go, oh. But in the first place, for many of us, why have we fallen victim to many of these schemes that are not real? It's because the people that tell us that you are guaranteed nothing is going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. But when you see somebody that tells you, hey, you know what, you want to get married to me? Let me tell you in the first place, I lost my womb. I can't give birth to children. Are you sure you want to deal with that? Would you value that person? Would you respect that person more as against somebody who doesn't tell you anything? You get into the marriage and then you find out that. Or would you value the man who tells you, hey, you know what, I had an accident and for some reason I'm important, I won't be able to give birth, impregnate you, but are you sure you want to go with me? As against the person that knows about this, does not tell you. You get into the marriage and just finds out. Which one would you prefer to deal with? All right, so in this case, Omega Pro comes out straight and tells you that, listen, dealing online is risky. High risk investment. It says here, trading foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, commodities, and any trading instrument on margin carries a high risk level, all right, and may not be suitable for all investors. So you go ask yourself, do I want to go in here? By the way, remember, if you put your money in the bank, you actually pay the bank for putting your money in the bank. If you go things like fixed deposit and all of that, paper investment, they are good. But they don't pay that. They are really secure, as it were, all right. But they don't give you that much yield. 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% per annum, or whatever it is. But here you're looking at 60% profit up to 200%. It is high. And so it is only fair to expect that the risk is also going to be high. So if you are in the business world and investment world, you understand that there's what is called allocation and diversification. So you want to put some of your money in low risk investment. You also want to try high yield investments that you can, once those high yields come out, all right, you can take some and plow back into the low yield investments like paper investments, real estate, and all of that. This is all about life. But I'm just encouraging you to open your mind to these possibilities. So you can go check it out here, omegapro.network/risk. But here's what I'm trying to say. The sincerity of this company shouldn't be taken for granted. Saying, listen, we play in the foreign exchange space. We will do the best we can to ensure that you profit. And they've kept that for 3.5 years. However, understand that this space is risky. Go in with what you can afford to risk. So we see people coming in with $200,000, coming with $500,000 because they can afford that risk. You get some people that are coming with $500, $1,000 because that's the risk they can afford. So what risk can you afford? Instead of saying, no, I'm not going to do that, ask yourself, what risk can I afford? How can I try this and make sense out of this? All right, when we're still talking about transparency, you find out that they have their AML and KYC policy. You can read all of that here. Introduction and summary, money laundering policy, measures to prevent money laundering. I mean, this company is real, and they make sure that they put everything together to ensure that things are done legally. I know some people ask a question, okay, are they registered in Nigeria? Are they registered in Cameroon? Are they registered in Ghana? But there's no company that can have its registration in every single country and have physical presence there. There are banks that don't have physical presence at all, and yet they operate like regular banks. I hope this gets to you. You can do your findings. That's why I'm sharing the sites with you, right? Right. So in terms of the direct selling space, because Omega Pro has two options for you to either come in as a customer. That means you buy your license and that's it. Your license affords you access to trading by our experts. You don't have to do anything. And then you get 10% in a month, or you get up to 300% if you compound within the period at the end of 16 months. However, there's another part, which is the active part, which pays people up to $50,000 a week if they decide to be influencers or affiliates of the business. Now, this is businessforhome.org. It is actually, like I like to say, it's like the #1 site for business owners, people that work from home, or online entrepreneurs. Now, it's been there since 2007. And 2007. Here are the published fact figures and network marketing news, okay, as estimated earnings for distributors and estimated revenues for companies. Now, Omega Pro is on this side, and I'm going to show you something real quick. So you could also, because I want this video to be short, I may not go into details, but you can go do your search. So, all right, so I did a search. Okay, so this is Omega Pro here. I did a search. Let's look at companies. Okay, so if you come here and you click here, you see, let's see what opens up. Omega Pro. By the way, if you go back here, I'm sure you've seen that we just had a session with Eric Worre. Omega Pro webinar with Eric Worre was attended by 20,000 people. All right, so it's not like, so you see what I showed you earlier, it's not a fluke, like it's real. Okay, so you see so you see Omega Pro, you see the growth from 2019. See the growth of this company from you see my cursor here. You see the growth of this company from 2019, all right, to this point. You see the sharp growth, all right? Now, it's also estimated that Omega Pro pays out 50%, that is to its affiliate, all right? And you know, I'm just showing you real facts. You can go check all of this out yourself, right? You can go check all of this out yourself. Now, I just want to be sure that now you see it's all here. Details you can go check, And then there are top earners in Omega Pro. You can see them. These are top earners or distributors. Okay, in Omega Pro, you say, I'm looking for Nigerians actually, because I'm actually broadcasting from Nigeria. Okay, so you see, this is Tomiwa here. Okay, you see all these people, earners. Imad Hassad, let's see, how much does Imad Hassad earn? Okay, I'm just showing you facts and figures that this business, look at it here. Okay, you can go check details about him. It's all here. Okay, for Tomiwa and different people, Bonaventure, Dan Onoja, all of that. I'm just trying to show you the facts, hearing that this company is real. And so these are some of the things that you might need to consider before you make a decision. Well, I would like to add real quick that you don't have to do this. I mean, if somebody sent this video to you, you can finish watching and say, oh, please, I don't care. You don't have to do this. But understand that whether you do it or not, the company is moving forward. People are making money. People are going on. The next thing I want to show you, I want to tell you is that I'm not by this video guaranteeing 100% that nothing is going to happen. Why? Nobody knew that Russia was going to attack Ukraine. It happened, boom, and it changed the world. Nobody knew that COVID-19 was going to come up. Boom, it happened, and the world went one step after the other and went down through this lockdown period. And so I'm not going to guarantee, but if we lead our lives on guarantees, we will not do anything, because there is no guarantee that if you leave your house today, you're going to come back. You just pray and hope and be careful as you go, as you take actions, because you want to come back home to your loved ones. There is no guarantee that when you get on that chopper and you get out, you're working offshore and you get to that rig, that the rig is not going to explode, that nothing is going to happen, and you'll come back maybe after a month or so to your family. There is no guarantee. But you get up and you go, and it's a risky business. There is no guarantee that when you start your business today, some government policy will not come up to close down your business. But you go out anyway and you start. There is no guarantee that your job is going to remain for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But you go out every day and you put in your best. So we cannot live our lives on guarantees alone. We take our chances, we take calculated risks, and we move on. Everybody today, wherever you are, is a function of the measure of risks you've been able to take over time. So you don't have to do this. You don't have to be a customer. You don't have to be an affiliate. You don't have to do this. In fact, throw this business, throw this away, this video away. All right. So I want to conclude by saying, also I want to add that there is no product, no service that can be generally accepted everywhere. None. So in as much as we feel that the financial service here provided, okay, that it's beautiful, it's making people multi-millionaires, and it's helping people to raise stuff, raise funds for their children and all of that, it may not go down well with you. It may not click with you, your values. That's fine, that's okay, all right? So I want to say that let's learn to make what we love our hobby and probably make what people love our business. So that's what we're doing. Like, we find people who love this and we try to educate them and help them to make a decision. By the way, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. I didn't intend this video to be this long, but it's just this burning desire. Whenever I get down and I see people, I see the objection, and I just wonder, how can we help them to go past that point and make a decision? I hope this has been helpful. I've presented everything, not as a financial advisor. I'm just your friend, educator. I want you to succeed. I want to see you succeed. And I've said everything from a point of humility, modesty, and sincerity. And I hope it touches your heart so that you are able to make the right decision. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. My sincere desire for you is that you go on succeeding by becoming a better version of yourself. Bye for now.